Hello, welcome everyone. It is FMC. I am Jeremy. That is SP3. Why do you look so mad at me today, SP3?
Cause you and you people are the reason why my show about my Los Angeles Lakers is off the air. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to FMC.
The Lakers aren't off the air. They're fine. They're still around.
Winning time is off the air, Jeremy. It's because of you. You didn't watch it, even though I told you for 2 years to watch it.
I watched like 10 minutes of one episode. I feel like I did my part.
Everyone, I want everyone in the chat. If you didn't watch Winning Time, I want you to show yourself. Be a man. Don't be a coward like Jeremy, who was a coward to watch Winning Time. Be a man and put in the chat you didn't watch Winning Time, so I can chastise you and shame you for not watching one of the greatest pieces of television cinema that has come across our screens in the past 20 years.
How am I a coward when I said that I admitted that I didn't watch it? I did what you wanted me to do.
You cowardly did not watch it.
I don't have time to watch this stuff. Pile Driver Finisher did not watch it.
Shame you, Power Driver Finisher. Shame you.
You create more hours in the day, and then, well, there's no point in watching it now. It got canceled. The Celtics won. What a great ending to Winning Time. Pile Driver Finisher just didn't know about it.
You don't watch the show? You don't watch the show? Power Driver Finisher? I've been talking about this show for 2 years. How you gonna say you don't? I just didn't know about it.
Maybe he doesn't pay attention when you talk
about it for 2 years.
But maybe he didn't pay attention when you talk. I think that's pretty fair.
I'm just annoyed. I didn't have time. Caden says I
don't believe Caden didn't
you're,
have time.
You're 20 years old. You got time to jerk off in the morning in the shower. You don't got time for Winning Time.
How do you know?
I got 2 3-year-olds. The only place I get privacy is the bathroom. So I know that's where Caden doing his business. Sometimes he got his parents over, so he's doing his business in the bathroom. How you gonna say I didn't have time? The fuck out of here.
All right. Can't curse 5 minutes in. Joel Pearl yells at me about this all the time.
I am annoyed. I apologize. I'm usually good about this. I think that's only like a handful of times I've ever cursed on the show.
And you curse on the show, but you know, first 5 minutes, not allowed to curse. It's bad for the algorithm.
The algorithm. But yes, I'm annoyed by all of you. I'm annoyed by all of you that didn't watch. I have 2 3-year-olds. I have more than one job. I had time to watch Winning Time because it is cinema. It is some of the best acting we have seen on TV in the past couple of years, whether it's John C. Reilly as Jerry Buss, bringing humor, bringing kind of this this genuineness and this kind of like softness to the role that I didn't expect for him to bring. The young lady that plays Jeannie Buss, I think she did a marvelous job and looked almost identical to Jeannie when she was younger as well. So I think that was an excellent job. But most of all, you guys have missed some of the best acting ever on television by Adrian Brody as Pat Riley. Adrian Brody as Pat Riley has been exceptional, especially in season 2, where we saw the transformation of Pat Riley, the assistant coach, to the Pat Riley we grew up on with the slick back hair. And they showed the whole breakdown of the relationship between Magic Johnson and Paul Westhead. And I think Jason Segel did an excellent job as Paul Westhead, where he was another person that brought a lot of humor to the role, but also showed his range as an actor, being kind of this slowly narcissistic coach who came in very humble, came in as an assistant coach, replacing, his mentor, came in very humble, and then winning the championship in 1980. We saw in season 2, got to his ego slowly but surely. He signed a $1 million contract, one of the biggest contracts a coach ever signed, and took that to his head, and then wanted to go away with the Showtime and wanted to do the system where you just run down the court as fast as you can, go to a spot, and that's the spot you shoot from. And Magic Johnson hated that. And I think Quincy Isaiah is a guy that I think you're going to see a lot of moving forward, because he did such a great job as Magic Johnson, and especially in this season with the whole breakdown of the relationship with Paul Westhead and his relationship with Jerry Buss being affected by that, where he went to Jerry Buss, told him like, I'm not feeling Paul Westhead. I don't think he's the man for the job. And Jerry didn't want to listen. He already gave Paul Westhead the job. And then Quincy Isaiah had a fantastic monologue in Jerry Buss's office, kind of telling him, why the hell you ain't doing nothing when I told you the first time? And this is after Magic Johnson signed a 25-year, $25 million contract. So it's so many different narrative threads, and they just tightly, wove it through. And all the issues that I had with season 1, they were addressed, and it made season 2 that much better. Honestly, if you don't have Winning Time season 2 as one of the best shows of 2023, you did not watch. So it's your fault why it's canceled.
I watched Adrian Brody's monologue as Pat Riley when he's in the locker room giving his big speech. It was very good.
When he was roasting the whole team, that was fantastic. Yeah. And he snaps, he throws the thing at the chalkboard, and then he just lights up a cigarette. Everybody sit down. And then he's just like, it's like a stand-up routine where he just like, people talking to you, Kareem, about when did you retire? I think it was about a month ago. I was like, go get him, Adrian. I was like, he did such a great job. And then the last episode, when they lost game 2 of the 1984 NBA Finals, and he just goes into his office, he's just ripping stuff apart. He pulls out the cigarettes, he smokes a cigarette, and then he comes out calmly and talks to the team.
He did seem like he was very good in that role. I didn't watch. Will I watch? Maybe.
You should.
It's canceled now. It's canceled.
You should watch it. So you can see they're tacked on Coach Carter ending that they
I heard that the ending was very just like thrown together, because they clearly were not expecting to be canceled after 2 seasons.
They couldn't wait till season 3. That's what we needed. All we needed was season 3. Because they gave us kind of the first year, that whole story, and how we won the championship in 1980. So everything ends on a cheery note. This was the perfect season 2 finale. The juxtaposition of losing to the Boston Celtics the first time the Showtime Lakers went against them in 1984, and you saw the depression and Magic Johnson sitting in the shower with the water going down on his head while wearing his jersey. And it was just a different type of feeling. And I was like, this would have been great if we got a season 3. This is not a great ending to an entire show. We should have got a season 3 to see them go back to the NBA Finals in 1985 and beat the Celtics. They probably would have put both 1985 and 1987 into season 3, because season 2 had the 1981 season, 1982 season, 1983, and 1984. Maybe
you should just do all of season 3 by yourself, SP3. You play all the roles.
I'm gonna call up Quincy Isaiah and Adrian Brody and Jason Segel.
No. You play all of the roles. You do all of the roles. Me and you. We'll just film.
You would make a good Paul Westhead. I will.
Would I?
Yeah. think you would.
I'll take your word for it.
If you shave, especially if you shaved, you would look like Paul Westhead.
Shave. I can't shave all this. It's winter now too. I need it to keep me warm. It's cold out here in Ohio. It's getting to the fall, winter months. Way too cold.
To answer Remorse Betrayal, the show is Winning Time. It's about the Lakers 1980 dynasty. And Power Driver Finisher, that's not an excuse. I watched the whole season 2 of Heels and season 2 of Winning Time. So get out of here with that bull crap.
SP3, clearly you have way too much time on your hands if you're watching all of these shows.
No, I'm dedicated to what we do. This is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. I watch about 24
TV.
hours of wrestling a week because I do it for the content. And I watch Winning Time not for the content. I watch that because it's enjoyable. It's a great television show that we have all missed out on.
Well, now everybody can watch it. You can watch the first 2 seasons and then that's it. It's over. Everyone can catch up now. Catch up now. Adventure Time. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, right? That's a real show, isn't it? Adventure Time. I'm asking a question, SP3.
It's not a serious question. Don't come at me with these non-serious questions. Winning Time, great television show. Go out of your way to watch it, even though it's over now.
No one Land Before Time?
I am going to review every single episode of Winning Time starting next week. We're gonna do 2 segments. I need 2 minutes. I need 2 minutes to review an episode of Winning Time. So we're doing 2 minutes, 2-minute Winning Time, and we're doing 90 days in 90 seconds on this show.
Adventure Time, Land Before Time, Morris Day in the Time. Ain't nobody got time for Winning Time. Nuggets in 4. Nuggets in 4.
Are you done now? You done? You done? That pleased you? You're happy now? Yeah, I see. I see it pleased you.
It pleased me.
It pleased you so much. You
struggled. So much.
You struggled through that. So much.
I didn't struggle with that at all. I was on point.
Yeah, right. More you reach. I saw you. I literally saw your eyes reaching for the last time to complete this.
Nah, I had it the whole way.
Yes, it was. I saw you go
way.
Morris Day in the time. Like your brain went to Jay and Silent Bob, and
that's just what my face looks like. All right, SP3. Let's not face shame here on this show.
Right.
My eyes always glance up. That's how I think.
Exactly. Think reaching.
Reaching. That's just how I think. Oh, I'm so pleased with myself. Winning Time, everybody. It's on Max. We were looking for something to watch last night.
Why didn't you watch it?
No, we watched Archer instead. We're that couple that, and we're those people that, like, instead of starting something new, we just go to like comfort shows. It's the end of the day. Like, we're just tired. You know, we watched Raw last night and everything. It's like 11 o'clock at night. We don't feel like we want to switch our brains off. We don't feel like watching something like that we got to pay attention to type of thing. So we go to comfort shows. We just binge watch 30 Rock for like the second time that we've been together. We'll go through Parks and Rec again, I'm sure. Archer's a good show, everybody. It's either shows we're familiar with or just trash reality television. Like, we binged the entire new season of Ultimatum, right? That was new. We binged the episodes of Love is Blind, After the Altar. There's like 3 new episodes with that.
Couldn't even get through 10 minutes of that show.
Of Love is Blind?
Yeah,
or the After the Altar?
After the Altar. I couldn't get through 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, people were like too happy. But you see Josh and what's her name broke up. They broke up, which
I
not
mean,
surprising.
I could tell that from just the coming attraction. You know how like when you first start the after the altar, they show you like the coming attractions. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna last long. Her best friend hates him. So yeah,
Yeah, that's why they broke up. He was mad that like she spoke to him. So or to her, sorry. He was mad that she spoke with like her best friend because they were engaged. Josh and the best friend were engaged. They didn't show that on the show. Yeah. Oh yeah. The first 2 episodes of the After the Altar, kind of just like nonsense. Like they're pretty
yeah,
skippable. The last episode, really, the last like scene with I forget the girl's name. The wife will text me here in a second. Remind me. The last scene with the girl talking with her best friend. Yeah, it was revealed that her and Josh got engaged in the pods, but they like quickly, like before they even exited pods, they were like, nope, this shit ain't working. So Monica's the best friend, baby. What's the Josh and the actual girl's name? Yeah, Monica's the best friend.
the the
Yeah,
the,
but
the Asian woman that I saw arguing
that's
with them, or that's
that's
the best friend that
Monica.
he was with.
Jackie. Jackie is the girl Josh was with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
her name. Yeah,
yeah. So Monica and Josh were engaged, but they didn't show that on the show. And Monica and Jackie were like best friends in the pods and best friends like off the show and everything. And like Josh and Monica like kept that very quiet that they were engaged, but it got out on like Instagram or whatever because Monica said something. She was telling her story. Uh, and so Jackie spoke with Monica about it, and Josh was not happy that they spoke about it. And so he broke up with Jackie
he
over
broke up with her. That's
yeah.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
what she deserves. That's what she deserves. She deserves that.
What? Why? Why does she deserve that? I mean, I'm not a
What
fan
she
of
did to
Jackie.
Marshall.
Yeah, she did Marshall dirty.
She
She
did
did.
Marshall
She definitely
dirty.
did.
Like I didn't like
Yeah.
that. I didn't like that at all.
No, I'm with
That
you.
made her a villain to me and the missus. Me and the missus were just like, no, I don't like her. Don't like her at all.
Josh sucked though. I mean, both of them kind of sucked.
Oh,
Jackie and
Josh sucked too, but I
Yeah,
don't like her more.
fair.
I mean, because you chose the guy that sucked
Yeah,
over a nice guy that was actually being there for you when you were going through stuff. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm with you. I didn't like either of them,
and
but I
then
found
tried
it.
to gaslight him too. That was what it was. Just like nah. And then she didn't even get the same treatment everybody else got at the reunion. So nah. She backed out the reunion too. Nah, I don't like her. I don't like her.
Honestly, fair. I wasn't a fan of her either because I thought she did Marshall very, very disgusting. I didn't. I thought she was wrong for that. But yeah, and then
like I was
picking
saying,
Josh.
like if she had been on the reunion and they had like come at her and called her out on this stuff, like I'm a lot more more sympathetic to Micah after the reunion because they called her out on the stuff that she was doing, and like she had that opportunity to address everything. So I'm fine with Micah now. All that stuff with her trying to get with Kwame after the fact, I'm like, okay, that was a little too much, but I'm still all right with it a little bit more after the reunion. The fact that she didn't even have she didn't even have the brave the courage to show up on the reunion, and she did that little Zoom call with Vanessa Lachey, who just gave her softballs the whole time. That made
Yeah,
me more pissed.
that was weak. That interview with them, and then she kept the ring too. Like,
Yeah,
what are we doing?
that's like we were just making a Sunday of reasons not to like her, and then you just put the cherry on top. I nearly forgot about that she kept the ring too, and Josh was supporting that decision.
Yeah.
You look very simpish. I'm just saying. That's very. How you gonna let your girl hold on to another man's ring that he gave to get engaged to her? You don't have no issue with that. You're not gonna say nothing.
Well, I don't know if Monica kept his ring. No idea. I'd assume she gave it back. But yes, so you don't have to watch the After the Altar. If you watch the last episode, that's really all you need to see. You got it, and not even the full on last episode because not Josh. I think Josh and Marshall talked. Marshall and Jackie talk, and they kind of like squash things. Who I forget the girl's name, the bitchy girl who was in the house. Who I'm terrible at these names. Paul was original. I think it was Paul. Who chose Bliss?
Guy that can't sing. I don't remember his name.
Oh, my wife is yelling. I can't hear her. Irina. Yeah,
Irina. Oh yeah, she was
she
there.
was. Yeah, she was there. She tried to like squash things, and she gave like this really bad apology. Like she had it. Here's the thing: like she did a good apology. Zach was the guy's name. So Irina gives like this apology for being like a bitch. Okay, here's the one. Zach. Okay, who was Irina apologizing to on the show?
Amber, because she was the one. Amber was with Zach too.
Yeah.
And then when he broke
Amber was the one crying.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Irina was
Irina,
making fun of, and she was.
Yeah, Irina was making fun of her and everything. Paul. Yeah.
Paul. Yeah, I said Zach.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, Irina like does this apology to Amber, and like it's good and everything. She's like, "Oh, I apologize. I'm really sorry." And like if she cuts it there, she's good. It's a good apology. But then she goes on and she's like, I didn't realize you were crying. I didn't realize how hurt you were. It's like, bitch, you hurt her. Can you not have ears? You were laughing and giggling the whole time. Like she just kept talking through this apology. I mean, like if she just cut it off after I'm sorry, she was good. But she had to over-explain. And when you over-explain, you just get yourself into trouble. And so that's what happened with her apology. Amber was at least very kind of just like, thank you. You're still kind of a bitch. She'd say that, but like it was very clear. She's like, thanks. Like you need to keep working on yourself type of thing. It was a great acceptance of the apology. The last episode is like kind of worthwhile. The first two are just whatever. Everybody's happy, whatever.
Yeah. I don't care about that. I don't want to see the drama.
Yeah,
I'm here for trash reality, ladies and gentlemen. I literally had to I think 90 Day Fiance is too trashy reality. So I've had to stop for a little bit with the other 90 days because they have 3 going at once, Jeremy. It's a lot. But I've only been sticking to Last Resort, so I do have something for 90 days and 90 seconds. But I've been re-upping on trash reality from the GOAT, Jeremy. My comfort show is rewatching Jersey Shore. I went back to the GOAT, the original, the OG Jersey Shore. I went back to season 1. Rewatching it, oh my god, this is learning, and I've been learning about stuff because I've been listening to interviews from them and stuff. You know, they didn't get paid for season 1.
They get paid.
They did not get paid for season 1. I was I rewatching it. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. They did not get paid, and they did not receive a script. They did not know what to do. They were just told, they just chose people that kind of fit the Guido and the Guido kind of Italian stereotypes. They chose them from different videos and stuff like that and brought them in. They called them up six months later after first filming them, a day in their life. And they told them, okay, pack your bags. You're going to be at the Jersey Shore for 30 days and we're going to be filming for 30 days. Nothing else. They didn't get no pay. They didn't get no script. They had a big book of what not to do, but that's it. This is one of the last real reality shows where there's no script, there's no production planning it out for them. It's one of the last ones.
It's either the last or the first. I mean, I think the Real World, the
Real World
episodes. Yeah, they didn't know what the hell they were doing.
I saw interviews with Eric Nies, and that was what he said. He was it was very hands off the wheels. We don't know what we're doing. Production would tell us, they would bring up stuff for us to talk about and stuff, but that's about it. He was that was all they helped for. Yeah. That's why I'd say Jersey Shore was one of the last ones, because that was 2009.
Jersey Shore 2009?
2009 it started.
Oh, for some reason, I actually thought it started earlier than that. I thought it was 2006 or 7.
No, because I remember watching Jersey Shore when it first came out, and I was like, oh, I want to go to Jersey Shore. I was 21 at the time. So I was like, I want to go to Jersey Shore too.
2009, I guess, makes sense. Yeah, we watched Too Hot to Handle. There was a new season of that as well, so we binged that. Now we're waiting on new season of F-Boy Island starts pretty soon. Although it got moved to CW Network, I don't know how that's gonna go. But that's kind of next on our list. If anybody else has more trash reality that we can watch, let us know. And we're always open to the trash reality. Just dumb people doing dumb things.
Love
Can
After
never go
Lockup.
wrong.
Still need to watch that. Love After Lockup.
We'll see. We'll see. It's tough starting this new stuff, SP3. It's tough.
It is. It is. Trust me, it is. That's why I'm going back to stuff I'm familiar with, like Jersey Shore, and rewatching that.
See, Frantic World is sad that Winning Time is canceled. Frantic World seems to be
a crime
on your side. There you go, SP3.
Crime against humanity. That's what I'm scared about. What Power Driver mentioned earlier. I think Heels. I'm scared for Heels now. I think Heels might be the next one. I'm like, all the shows that I like, they're trying to take away. The only one I don't have to worry about is Power, because 50 Cent will shoot somebody if they cancel one of his shows.
SP3, I have good news for you, or bad news, depending on how you want to look at it. Real quickly, the wife says, I couldn't possibly care less to watch Winning Time. I'm sorry. So the wife is not on board with this.
Shame you.
We're not
shame you.
We're not doing that.
You're a nice lady, but shame you.
We're not shaming my wife. All right. I do have.
It's already been done.
I unshame you, baby. We have good news or bad news, depending on how you want to look at it, SP3. I placed a bet. As everybody knows, I am a betting man. I do not bet much, although I did win $30 on the Panthers losing last night, so I feel very good about that. They suck. I'm a betting man, and I wish betting were legal last year when I made my prediction that the Denver Nuggets were going to win the NBA championship, because I would have won money off of that. I made a bet. What are we saying? No and why? Remorse, betrayal. What is that to? I don't know. Just betting in general. Fair. Honestly, this is why I bet very small. I bet very tiny amounts. I bet on last season the Lakers to make the playoffs. You remember this, SP3? Yes. You know, and I was very happy that came through. Who called me? I don't know.
How much did you make?
On the Lakers making the playoffs? I don't know. I bet like 25 cents. So I didn't make like a lot on of it. I don't bet more than $1 on anything. On legitimately anything, I don't bet more than $1. The one that I hit last night was like it was a parlay on the Steelers. It was on both of the Monday night games. And I bet like 50 cents, but it was a $30 win off of that. So that was my big. Hey, you know what? I'm up $50 from these last 2 days on the NFL. So did pretty well this weekend. You know, for all my small amounts that I bet, it adds up. These little parlays hit and everything, it adds up. So I'm up $50 from Sunday and Monday on the NFL. But I did place a bet. SP3 on the 2024 NBA champions. I've already made my bet. I've already made who I think will win the 2024 NBA title.
And who's that?
I bet a grand total. I'll pull it up here. I won't show it because I feel like it gives like some information away. But let me pull up my betting here.
By all means, though, I'm sure the people want to see your social security number or something.
Yeah. All right. Where's it at? Find it. Oh, I must have placed it in. Yeah, I got the other gimmick going on here. I can't remember if I did it on DraftKings or FanDuel. Apparently, I did it on DraftKings.
This guy doesn't even know where he placed his bet.
I don't. You gotta
listen to him and watch Winning Time.
Anybody who does betting got to use the Pickett app, because that tracks all of it. This is how I know when I'm up and everything. So here we go on Pickett. Or it's on. Okay, here we go. I bet this is a bonus bet, mind you. So this wasn't even my
real
actual
bet.
money. Yeah. A $1 bet, SP3. $1 bet on the 2023-2024 NBA champions at plus 1,200 odds.
Wow.
Los Angeles Lakers.
So
Los Angeles Lakers.
So
to win
proud of you.
the 2023-2024 NBA championship. That's my $1 bet.
I'm like 2% less mad at you for not watching you anytime. Like, come
I like their team.
on.
I like their team. I do like their team this year. I think the NBA is fixed. They got the script. It's LeBron James's last season, and he's gonna go out a champion. I think it's fixed in that way for him. So I'm pretty confident in this Lakers pick, by the way. I don't really nobody really stands out to me like this season. I'm not thrilled with the Bucks. The Bucks seemed like just a new coach, but kind of same team, kind of just like boring. Sort of like a boring pick. The Celtics, I don't know. I don't know about
They're
the
favorites.
Are they? I think the Bucks.
I would say them or the Nuggets are the favorites.
The Nuggets are the betting favorites. Yes, the Nuggets are the betting favorites. It's tough to repeat though. It's tough to repeat.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of, and they lost. They lose Bruce Brown. They lost him.
Bruce Brown, Jeff Green.
Yeah. So a couple key contributors there. Again, tough to repeat. I think it's scripted. I think the league is scripted, and the Los Angeles Lakers are going to win the title. So
hey, the last time we had this good of an offseason was 2019. And then in 2020, we won a championship. That again, I heard Dame Lillard, LeBron James, and James Harden all say that was the toughest championship because everybody was at A+ form.
Yeah, I would certainly take Damian Lillard and James Harden's opinion, who never won a title in their history.
So you were just gonna ignore that I said LeBron James?
Yeah, LeBron James lies. The biggest liar in NBA history? Yeah, I'm gonna listen to him too. I'm gonna listen to two guys who have one finals appearance between them, and the only reason they had that one finals appearance is that the one guy was a sixth man who sucked in the finals. And then the other guy's the biggest liar in NBA history. Yeah, cool. Great list there.
You just love to hate on the Lakers. Like, it's so sad. It's so sad. I never hate on your Thunder. You know what? I'm going to place a bet that says the Thunder make the playoffs this year because I am so confident. I'm more confident in your team than you are. I'm more of a fan of the Thunder than you are.
Because you're betting that they make the playoffs?
No, because I don't jump on every other bandwagon when you think someone's gonna win a championship. I don't jump on no bandwagon. I'm not a bandwagon.
How's it jumping on a bandwagon that I predicted that they'd win the title?
You're a bandwagon jumper because
am I a bandwagon jumper? Am I a Lakers fan now?
No, you tried to claim the Nuggets. You're never gonna claim the Lakers. I will not allow that.
I didn't claim the Nuggets. I just picked them to win
the
title.
You said my Denver Nuggets. You literally said that multiple times on the show.
Yeah, I'll probably say my Los Angeles Lakers because I predicted
them to win the title,
and I'm like being correct.
No, you won't.
I will.
No, you won't.
You're not going to do anything about it. I'll just say my Lakers.
Yes, I am.
What?
You'll see.
My Lakers. When LeBron James.
When the
Anthony Davis. Him. Austin Reeves.
You don't even know how to do it right. You don't even know how to do it right.
Rui Hachimura.
I'm ready for the season to start. October can't come soon enough. Let's go. Let's go. I'm taking names. I'm remembering everybody in the chat who was talking trash. I'm remembering everything. How long is the season? It's 82 games. How many weeks is that? That's like, we got like 7 months. You getting 7 months of sermons. 7 months of sermons on FMC.
It's a lot of weeks. It is a lot. It's a lot of basketball. Popped you with the Roy Hachimura though. Oh yeah, the church sermons are returning. I mean, the SP3's got to bring them back at this point. Like every week we're gonna get the sermons, baby. I'm excited for that. That's the most exciting thing about the NBA season.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna feel like a pastor at a Baptist church. Every week I gotta be like, I gotta top myself. I had the old lady in the front row feeling the spirit. I gotta top that next week.
Even though I've picked them, I've bet on them to win the title. Even though I do like your happiness, I want to see your team succeed, so you are happy. I mean that genuinely, because like I don't like anybody when they are like, aha, your team sucks, lol, and just they make fun of you. I want sports pain is the worst and the best. It's the worst pain. It's like the best like high feeling. So I don't want anybody to experience those lows because it sucks. It really does suck. For content purposes, the Lakers being bad is so much better. It's so much better for content
No, it's
purposes.
not. For content
It is.
purposes, Lakers being good and me doing the sermons. That's when people.
But we're gonna get the sermons anyway, like the
No,
downtrodden
not if
sermons.
we're losing. Not if we're losing. Every week is a funeral, not a sermon.
Yeah, but that's okay. All right. Oh, I'm playing 2K. I bought 2K this year. Did you play
It's
last
out
year's
already?
game?
I did not even know.
It's been out for like a week and a half now.
I used to be so on point with that, and ever since I had kids, it's just nope, can't do it anymore.
Fair. I strongly debated like not getting it this year because I got it last year. One, I didn't like last year's game. I didn't think last year the shooting annoyed the shit out of me. I just didn't like last year's game overall. And I, with kids and everything, like I didn't play it a whole lot. And then I bought NHL last year as well. I didn't play that too much. Like kind of just felt like both were a waste of money just because I didn't have the time to play them as much as I would have liked. But yeah, it came out like 2 weeks ago at this point. But it was like Thursday night, and like I could or a couple weeks ago, and I like could not sleep. And I'm watching videos on like NBA and the NHL game and everything, and I'm like, I got to get one of them, just almost to like hold on to something of like be kind to myself. I got to get a video game. Like I got this PlayStation 5. Like I got to put it to some type of use, right? So it was like Thursday night, and I was strongly debating on getting it. I was like, I'm just gonna get it. I was watching NBA 2K and NHL videos. NHL, it doesn't look great this year. Some of the stuff, I'm just like, I don't know. And plus, I get 10 hours free to play that, which that might be all the time I have to play it anyway. So, like, if I play it after 10 hours, like, oh, okay, I like this, I might play it more. Then maybe I'll buy it. But 2K looked good. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get 2K, and I'm gonna kind of almost force myself to play, unless it sucks. If it sucks, then whatever. I just wasted my money, I guess. I bought it. Gotta say, is my favorite 2K game of all time. It's really good. I feel like they got the Mamba moments SP3, so you can play a bunch of like Kobe stuff. So I feel like you'd really obviously enjoy that, because last year was like the Jordan stuff. I played a little bit.
They did that already. That's why I wasn't interested.
Yeah, they did that a few years ago, but this year it's Mamba moments, so you get to replay a lot of Kobe stuff. They fixed the shooting. The shooting feels a lot better this year. I'm not afraid to take mid-range shots, I was just deathly afraid to take any mid-range last year, because really I was just deathly afraid to take like any shot period, because all the shots were broken. It was just drive on every single play, and that just got old after a while. It felt like you could only play one way last year. This year, like it feels like you can play however you want to play. So yeah, I'm playing this year's game a lot. I'm playing as much as I can. Anyway, it's good. Yeah, it's my favorite 2K game so far. Everything feels really good. The depth to this game, I always say it is just head and shoulders above any other sports game. Like the way they incorporate.
You can play this until the next one comes out.
Yeah,
usually with 2K, with a good 2K, even with a mediocre 2K game, you can play it until the next one comes out, usually because of the roster updates.
Yeah, yeah. The depth to the 2K games is always like a big selling point to me, and one reason I enjoy it just kind of more than the NHL series. The NHL series, like after I play one season, it just feels
And
like, what else am I doing?
I see Frantic World saying 2K Games wants you to pay a lot of money. Stay away from my team.
Yeah, I just don't play that shit.
I don't play my team. I don't play my park or any of that
Yeah.
stuff. Like the stuff that costs money, extra money. No, I just stay away from. I would if I got this 2K, I would play the franchise mode or I would play the eras mode.
That's
You can
largely
play that until the next one comes out.
right. See, that's largely what I play. I know a lot of people say like, "Oh, 2K is just a cash grab," and they just want you to say, "You don't have to spend money on any
You
of this."
don't.
If you do the my player stuff, then okay, yeah. If you're playing online, maybe you're gonna have to
I
spend.
stopped playing my player like 4 or 5 years ago. Like I always give it a try, but when it gets to the point where they want me to spend money, that's when I stop playing. So I always lose interest.
I got tired of it when they just like tried to. I don't give a fuck about the stories. Like, oh, okay, he's an undrafted player and he's going over to China to play. I don't care about that. Just let me play the damn games. Like, just I'm a rookie. Draft me and then just jump me into the game. I don't need here's a bunch of like cut scenes and Spike Lee writing a whole damn movie for this for one season, and then like you play the second season and it just is over. He writes a one season movie here. Everything after that,
one season arc.
yeah, you got there was the 1 year where your best friend like died and everything. I was like, I don't need this in my video game. Just let me play basketball. I'm just trying to hoop out here. Spike Lee, great. Go put this in movie theaters. Don't put this in my video game. So I think they've gotten better with that over the years. I still just got no time. I want to use the old school players, right? I want to use like Steve Nash and Dirk and all these guys. So the gimmick that I'm doing this year is modern day. So the actual rosters, which you're getting right now, using OKC with the playoff team that they have, and then random draft years, because that's the one great thing about it is you can use like the old draft classes and stuff. But instead of starting at like 1985 and then 86, 87, 88, going through, I get maybe you could start in like the 70s if you want to start with Magic and Bird. Instead of doing that, can we add a microtransactions?
Yeah,
FMC,
we should do a 2K playthrough season of eras where we two pick teams and the chat can pick a team if they send a super chat.
What? This isn't terrible. We could get this on screen on like Twitch. We could make this kind of happen. We'll talk about this. We'll discuss this in the future. We got to do a FMC NBA fantasy draft as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I know the season.
We could use my Jerome YouTube portal of the tiers. We could just make a Jeremy tier and a SP3 tier, and then choose players.
Oh, for 2K?
Oh, I thought you meant just in general fantasy draft.
No, we need 2K, to do. I mean,
I'm down for
but
that.
we need to do like a fantasy league for FMC.
Oh yeah. We did that last year. Jake won.
Yeah, Jake did win. So we'll do another one this year. But my gimmick is random draft years. So that way, like, you don't know who's going to be. You could have a shitty draft. You could get 1960. I don't know who was drafted in 1960. Probably nobody that
they don't even have 1960 in the game.
They do.
They do now?
Yeah. They go back years. They go back years on this. But, you could get a good draft. You get a bad draft on this. So I started with OKC. The first draft year I got was 97. And that is the Duncan McGrady draft.
Isn't
97
is
Duncan?
Oh no, 98 is Vince.
Yeah. So 97 was the Duncan McGrady draft. So, and then Chauncey Billups is also in that draft. So that was the first year. So OKC already has a lot of good picks, which is helpful. So yeah, I'm hoping to add Duncan and McGrady to this OKC team, which imagine adding Duncan and McGrady to this OKC team.
Duncan and McGrady. I'm down.
No, or I want one or the other. I don't think I can get both.
I thought you said Duncan and McGrady. I was like, what type of nonsense are you doing?
I can't help that OKC has a ton of draft picks. It's not my fault. that they have all these draft picks in this game. Because my team's good. We're 21-19 right now, so I'm not gonna get a top pick with them. But we got Houston's pick. Houston's complete trash in this game. And then we have the
What
pick
year is
swap
it?
this year.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm only in my first season.
Alright.
I haven't played through. I only played one game a week, like on the schedule. So and I simulate the other games for.
I like using the future draft classes because I get to learn
don't.
about the players. That's how I learned about. I knew about Victor Wembanyama like 3 years ago because of 2K. I like that. And I would not even know about the tragic downfall of Amani Bates if it wasn't for 2K.
I don't like doing that because one, I don't know how accurate it is. Two, like I just like using the older players. I like
Well, the draft classes you're picking are not that accurate either. They got like 4 players, and then the rest is just freaking auto-generated people.
not for the newer stuff.
The newer ones,
draft
yeah, the
classes,
newer
good.
ones, because all those players are there. But anything post pre 2000, it's all gonna be like 4 or 5 players, and the rest are auto-generated.
Yeah, those are the 4 or 5 players I care about. I don't care about these other guys anyway. I'm going after them.
Nah, they need depth. I need Nick Collison in the 2003 draft. I
He is
need
in the 2003 draft.
Kirk Heinrich in the 2003 draft.
All of these people are in the 2003 draft. They're in the game, SP3.
I don't believe you.
What do you mean you don't believe me? I had to like show you the screen right now. Like
Screen grab
I'm
it.
telling you, they are there because
Screen grab
you
it.
can use. They have the LeBron era in this game. This is the new era that they added. The LeBron era wasn't there this year, so that's LeBron's first year in Miami, and you can use the OKC team with Russ, Harden, and Durant.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were using. I thought you were using the eras, but yeah.
I do have one OKC era. I do have that era OKC, and then I have the Mavs, the Nash Dirk Mavs. So I got a couple of eras going, but the one that I'm most invested in is the modern day with the random old school drafts, just because I like dropping the older players into the new league. But just kind of stagger them. It gives you something to like work towards as well, because if you use the eras, which there's nothing wrong with this, but like if I'm using the Mavs, the Nash Nowinski Mavs, that's 2002, 2003. So the upcoming draft is the LeBron, Melo, Wade, Bosch draft. And like what the drafts are. So you can like plan your picks and stuff. So I actually started one with like Cleveland, and I just completely took
bombed.
Yeah. And I ended up with 3 of the top 4 picks. And I ended it wasn't.
You made the Miami Big 3 before.
No, I ended up with 1, 3, and 4. Bosch went second. So I ended up with LeBron, Melo, and Wade.
You had the banana boat trio.
Yeah. And I was like, this isn't like fun. Like it's fine, but like I was like, it wasn't as fun though. It'd be so
I wouldn't do that. I would probably trade at least one of those picks to get like an all-star player. Because that's you could do that. I've done when I played my nephew let me play it on his PS5 when I went to go see my mom, and I did that, and I just traded and I got an all-star because of that. So
and you can do that, but at the same time, it's like, why wouldn't I take these guys? Like they wanted like Ilgauskas in like 3 seconds for like the 4th overall pick, and obviously I knew the 4th overall was gonna be Wade, Melo, or Bosch. I thought it was going to be Bosch because I figured he would just fall to 4. Ended up being, depending on who I wanted to take, I was like, yeah, why wouldn't I trade a Galskis in 3 seconds for Wade, Melo, or Bosch? Like, I'd be foolish.
Those trades, man, those trade algorithms is off.
Yeah, it's very off. So it's very easy to rebuild in that game. So I didn't want to go through like a rebuild. And again, you can like plan out of like, oh, okay, I know 2007 has this player. Let me get as many draft picks. Like, I don't give a fuck about anybody in the 2006 class. So let me load up for the 2007 class to get this player. type of thing. So it makes it very easy to like rebuild and plan your rebuild like that. If you're doing random draft years, I could load up for a certain draft, but if the draft year is random, it could be a shitty draft. It's like, oh, the best player. This could be the Anthony Randolph draft. Like who else? I'm sure there was like a good player in that draft, but it's like, do I care about this player? So that's what that's why I like the random draft year gimmick. So it makes it just more difficult to plan. You gotta balance things a little bit better.
I like planning. I like planning it out because it keeps you in a situation. Like I think my goal when I played it with my nephew's game was to win the championship and to get the number 1 overall pick. When I think I started in the Kobe era, so I wanted to get LeBron on the Lakers. I didn't get the number 1 overall pick, but I got top 3, so I was able to get Carmelo and add him with Kobe and Shaq. So
okay,
after they won the championship.
All right. I mean, that's not bad if you're trying to set goals like that for yourself. I'm trying to play like a long-term type of thing. At least try.
Yeah, I'm trying to win 18 championships
and get 18 number 1 picks.
Nah, I don't need that. I just want to do it once. I just want to do it once. That's all. I'm not greedy. I'm not greedy, y'all.
Let me send this link to Cher Delaware. Well, regardless, if you are on the fence about NBA 2K, then my recommendation is you should purchase it. I enjoy it. I think it is great. I think it's the best 2K game ever, and you should purchase it.
I have to wait to get the next gen systems before I get it, so it's gonna be a while for me.
Wow.
Unless the wife is feeling generous for Christmas.
Why are you putting this on the wife? That's not nice.
Yep. Or I just tell the whole family, hey, you can all chip in. Give me a PS5.
Just everybody come chip in for the weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that one Christmas gift that you get that got multiple names on it. Like,
yeah,
that was from one big family, so they put everybody's name on it. That's what I want. Just one big box. I don't need anything else for Christmas. Give me a PS5 and give me enough money to get 2K. That's all.
All right, I've sent the link to Cher Delaware. Yeah, everyone send a bunch of super chats so SP3 can get a PS5.
I need a PS5 for the content. I need it for the content. I need to get a streaming card too, so I can do it for content. But yes, we got to talk about the Challenge USA Season 2, which, Jeremy, I think I can say it now. We're what? 7, 8 episodes in. This is by far the best season of the challenge, like in maybe a
long time.
Like it might be. I want to say like a decade. I think like this is like free. This is better than War of the Worlds 2, in my opinion, because War of the Worlds 2, I appreciate it more in retrospect than when it was actually going on, because I was kind of away from the challenge. I wasn't watching it that often as well. War of the Worlds is a great season that might be on this level, but yeah, it's been a while. It's been at least 5 years since we had a challenge season this good, with this many different stories where like one person is not the vocal point every single episode. It's a different person every single episode.
It's been a we missed last week's show. So we're 2 episodes behind on our recap right now. But yeah, it's been a very, very strong season thus far. And like you said, like there's a lot of stories going on. My memory on this stuff sucks. I will have SP3 recap a lot of this when
you're gonna have to remind me of last week, because I'm a little bit oh no, I do remember last week, because it had the greatest elimination of this decade with Tyler and Monty. That's what I remember. Oh my god, that elimination. That would be probably like the most frustrating elimination ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was super, super difficult. I don't know where Louis sends a super chat. PS5 money. There you go.
You're the man, Louis.
Hopefully Cher Delaware shows up at some point here. Let's get the draft up. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we get that elimination. So it's real quickly, let's get a little bit of recap.
Rewind
It's
back.
individual. What?
Yeah. I said we
Yeah,
gotta rewind back.
Yeah.
We the last one we talked about was Michaela winning, right?
Yeah. It's individual nowadays. Because after Michaela's win, they said it was individual. So the first individual challenge, it was this like puzzle where you had to like spell stuff and you have to like swim, go underneath, like figure out this puzzle and everything.
Basically, you have to swim down to the bottom of the ocean and see this kind of like this letter map, and you have
Yeah.
to identify words that it's going to help you unlock a combination of a box, and it's two combinations. So the first one, you jump into the water, you dive down, you see the word, and the word is supposed to give you the basically a hint of what the combination is. So a lot of people saw like paws or panther, so they knew it was cats. So yeah, and then after you're done with that box, that combination, you swim over into a cave where they have another bigger wall map of letters, and you have to identify the words, and he gives you a 5-letter word to a hint of a 5-letter word to get the last combination.
And some people were trying to help each other out. The best one was when Banana was like pause, and everyone thought it was like pause, like you're pausing.
Yeah, they were putting
something.
play.
Yeah. So it confused the shit out of them. But yeah, and then people were mad that they thought they were gonna help each other, and they did not.
Best one was Wes. Wes is
Yeah.
left. Wes was with Michelle, Sebastian, and Tori. And I got the reason why. I understood why. He was like, if I tell Tori, she was like, she's just gonna tell Sebastian, and that hurts my odds. So yeah. But even him doing that, Tori got it before him. She got the second word faster than him. He was able to win the men's heat against Sebastian, but he lost to Tori. And Bananas washed that whole thing. He told us he's a scuba. He has a super scuba certification, so he's able to go deep. And then that whole fake out with the paws confused the rest of the people in his group. And then I think the final group, the first group was with like Cassidy and Fessy and Alyssa and one more person, I forget. And Cassidy got the first word, didn't want to share with anybody, then got stuck on the second word and wound up losing because she didn't help anybody on the first word, so nobody would help her on the second word.
Bananas and Tori ended up winning this thing. And then they voted to put in Alyssa S and Tyler. They were their picks. Yes. And then when we got to the Hopper, anything before the Hopper, SP3?
I did think it was cool of Tyler to kind of be like, it's gonna be a men's day. He was like pushing for it to be a men's
he was
day.
trying to save Alyssa.
I like Alyssa also being like, yo, y'all should all vote for Sebastian. If she gonna come after my boyfriend, I'm gonna come after hers. Talking about Tori, I like the way she was moving here. I like that, and we kind of got to see kind of like the dynamic of the house in this episode, where the Big Brother players are really identified as Alyssa, Tyler, and Monty at this time. Even though Fessy and Josh are from Big Brother, they're considered like challenge vets.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Cher. I'm gonna take off the.
Hello, Cher.
We gotta steal the tag talk. Well, it's ours now. We've claimed it. We've claimed the tag talk background.
Yes.
I am here. I have to get on a doctor's appointment in a minute, but I'm here. Wanted to congratulate Nani and Casey. If you guys didn't watch the video, Nani actually is the one that proposed.
Yeah, I did see that.
Good on her.
It was actually very cute. They were in Hawaii, and there was like a little like fire dancer, and then it like fell open and said, "Will you marry me?" Did not expect that. Definitely expected it to be Casey, but it was very cute. I'm not having a good day.
Oh,
Oh no. Sorry.
My bank account got hacked yesterday,
oh no.
and they got me for like
No.
$1,400. And my bank wouldn't do anything about it yesterday because they said the charges had to post before I could, what's the word I'm looking for?
Claim. Put in a claim.
Yeah. And then today they won't let me do it unless I call them. Every other time I've ever had this happen, I could just do it through chat. And today they're like, no, you have to call us and read us each individual charge over the phone. Well, like, these are the charges. So I'm like, I don't have time for this. And I've got a doctor's appointment. So, yay.
Yay.
None of this is good. Everyone now send Cher $1,400. Every single person watching this. Just
I
send.
think that if all of my Twitter followers sent me like 30 cents, I'd be good.
There we go. That's all we
There
need.
you go. 30-cent challenge.
I'm not
Yeah.
great at math, so I don't really know what that adds up to.
Fair.
Well, I'm sorry that things are rough this morning and the past couple of days. Cher, I know that's good.
Yeah. I'm
Talking to
sorry,
people
Cher.
sucks too. Yeah, just you want to chat and just handle it that way. Nobody wants to be on the phone with anybody.
No, I mean, and that was my point. Like, why would I want to call? Like,
Yeah.
That's why you have a chat. Why would
Yeah.
I want to call? Yeah, that's. Anyways,
What's in there, Cher? I know you don't drink, but
water.
yeah, fair. Yes, you look. If you ever wanted to spike, you deserve it at this point. Like
We
after.
had a parent night at the boys' school last night. Popsicles. It's like 70 degrees outside, and they were doing popsicles. And I brought this with me, and one of the moms was like, "Do you have anything good in there?" And I was like, "Sadly, no." We were all like checking our watches the whole time until we could leave because none of us wanted to be there. I said, "I'm only an involved parent because my kids give me no other option."
Very
Like,
nice.
the schools have too many events. You don't need to go to something every 5 seconds.
They do. There's too many events, and now the kids just want to do so much. Like, can y'all just like let us sleep? Is that cool? Like, can you
Nope.
just like let us rest?
Yeah,
Nope.
We don't need to do
sleep.
300 activities out here.
Can't sleep.
Thankfully, this week, because we usually have a dress up week the week leading into the high school homecoming. And it's so stupid because it's not even like the same dress up week as the high schoolers. Like it's not even like it all coincides. Ours will be like, today is Orange Day. And I'm like, what? Like, what?
It's the worst. The Spirit Week nonsense. Someone without kids designed this shit.
Yes.
By the way, because they don't let you know until like 2 days before.
Literally on
anyway.
Friday. On
Yeah.
Friday, we'll get a paper home that's like, Monday is dressed like you're 100 years old day. Tuesday is tacky tourist day. And I'm like, what? Like, well, and when I was in high school, our dress up days, because I live in Yeehaw Central, so it was like drive your tractor to school day and camo day and like wear your favorite sports team shirt day. Like, it was all stuff that was like, okay, well, I have most of this stuff in my closet, but now it's like dress like you're on vacation in Bermuda day. And I'm like, what does this mean?
It's very specific.
And it's like twin day. Okay, well, most of these kids don't have the same clothes as these other kids. Like, it stresses me out. And my kids want to participate in all of them.
Yes. The wife says, tell them there's a weekly dress up theme day, and then there will be 2 full weeks of theme days in the next month. And then it's like the 30th of every month is like, oh, we're gonna do something for this. It's like, what are we doing?
Every Friday we have hat day that you have to bring $1 to wear a hat. I never remember. And then I get a lecture when I pick them up Friday because I forgot to do the hat day. Like, every Friday's hat day. the PTA sells suckers every Friday for $1 a piece. I'm like, I will take you and get you a bag of dum-dums. Like, we don't need to buy a $1 sucker. What is this inflation? Like, every week.
I don't think these people who design this stuff actually have kids. I'm convinced they don't. Absolutely
There's no
convinced. Yeah. They would not put us through all of this with these things, but yeah. The schools must be stopped, honestly.
I mean, they're lucky my kids even get to school. Like, you're lucky they are here. Like, Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself. I'll listen to you guys. Continue.
All right. Okay.
I have not watched the challenge, so please recap.
All right. So we get to the arena, and SP3 was saying that with Alyssa and Tyler, Tyler is trying to make it a guys elimination with everything, and then Alyssa was trying to look out for her side as well. Monty ends up getting picked in the hopper, so we get Tyler and Monty, and as SP3 described it, like just one of the most frustrating, but also like one of the best, I think, because it did take like a lot of like skill and just patience.
This is so much better than the other long one that they had when it was Paulie and what's her name versus Bananas and Tony, where they had to eat the cookies and the spoiled milk, and they had to keep their hands up. That was the last one that was as long as this one. This one was so much better and took a lot more skills because they basically were connected by like maybe like a bungee to this spinning wheel. The spinning wheel.
It was like a spool.
A spool where they had to basically go connected to the back where they had like this platform that had balls, and then they had to go back to the spool and place every single ball in a pyramid on top of the spool. But then the pyramid would not stay on top, so balls would fall. So of course they would have to move to get the balls. Then all of them would fall. It literally took 3 hours for this elimination. Like, this took concentration, that took balance, because not only did they have to do the pyramid, they then had to back up with the bungee on the spool and press a button. And like Monty looked like he was on the verge of victory. He got the pyramid, and then his ass just was trying to go back, and the whole balls would drop. Yo, I was like, that is probably the most frustrating elimination I have ever seen.
It looked very frustrating because they would get the pyramid set up, and then of course you have to move out of the boundary to hit the button or whatever it was, or it had to hold for a certain time. And like when you would move, because you were basically connected to the spool, the pyramid would move, and so everything would just fall over. Oh, it was a rough one, but in the end, Tyler outlasted and ended up defeating Monty in the elimination. So Tyler got to stay. Alyssa was very happy, as you would suspect, and that was that episode for the week. The following episode, or the latest episode, anything before the challenge, SP3?
Before the challenge, nothing really kind of stands out to me. I mean, they were really kind of trying like discussing how kind of Big Brother is in a tough position and how Survivor is still so stacked on their end. So I liked some of that talk, but nothing really kind of to point out from beforehand. Oh, other than the conversation between Michaela and Chris, because that was foreshadowing. That was definitely the foreshadow moment of the show where Michaela was just like, my skill. Michaela straight up sounded like a phone, like a call center operator, like trying to explain to you your problem and why you need to listen to them. Like, that's how she sounded to Chris when she was like, Chris, people just don't understand where you align. Like, are you with Survivor? We see you hanging out with certain other people. And Chris what is wrong with this man? This man told his whole game plan. He's like, yeah, I'm staying Survivor strong, but my top 4 is Sebastian, Fessy, Josh, and Corey. I was like, yo, you just laid your shit all on the table and literally told them that you're not Survivor strong. Which what you just said. And Michaela just tried to explain to her, like, I see things ahead. So when I tell you something, this is something that I'm foreshadowing for you. I think that your allegiance is going to get you in trouble. So I think you should listen to me. And he did not listen to her. And he wound up in the elimination.
The daily challenge was called speed jumps, and so you got to jump on a trampoline to see these numbers behind a wall, and then you have to do math after that, and good luck on the math. And
Sebastian got it with one try.
Yeah. And then there was a stage 2 where kind of this same gimmick, but or it's still trampoline gimmick, but there was a stage 2, and you jump on the trampoline as this truck is moving, and you collect a bunch of flags, and whoever gets the most flags, depending on the color, like different color flags are worth different points, and whoever got the most points ended up winning. And it was Fessy and once again Tori for the girls winning the challenge.
Fessy, I feel like this was the inspiration for what he's doing now, because he's playing slam ball now. I feel like this was the inspiration for him going to slam ball, because he murked this challenge. Yeah. Like it was like he literally, like when he explained his game plan, I was like, yeah, that sounds like the right game plan to go with. And then seeing an execution, I was like, this dude didn't even look like he tried. Like he just did it. He was like, these guys are doing like multiple jumps because they think you can get higher with each jump. He was like, all you need to do is one big jump when you get to the flags. And that's what he did. And he made it look so effortless. It looked like Kobe dropping 62 in 3/4. Like he was that effortless with that trampoline.
So the goal was to get a Survivor person out, because Survivor has been surviving in this game. And so they ended up voting in Cassidy and Chris, who are both Survivor people. Can I
explain? I do not like Cassidy at all. I have never seen someone who takes everything so personal. Like, Jesus Christ, this is not the game for you.
I mean, yeah.
But and you would think she would have learned her lesson from last week, because last week she was the one that was debating.
She's been this way the whole time, though, with the stuff with Wes and everything.
But it sounded like in her confessional she had a coming to Jesus moment where she was just like, oh yeah, like Wes voting for me, that I shouldn't have been gunning for the big dogs in this game. No, it's not even gunning for the big dogs. It's taking stuff personal from the big dogs. Like, they vote you in because you don't matter. It's not that you're a threat. It's that you don't matter.
Well, she took this one personal again. So
she wasn't even the goal. She wasn't even the goal.
No, they were trying to get Chris out. They were trying to get
Chris out. People from his own alliance. Like, oh my god. And in Tori, I will give her credit, because as far as like damage control, she did the right thing. She went to Cassidy's room. She was talking to her, explained to her that it's nothing personal, that she just had no other options at that point, and it's getting late into the game, so I don't even know why Cassidy took that so hard. Oh, I gotta sleep next to someone who's trying to come after me. I was like, oh, shut up, shut the hell up. But like, everyone in the alliance wanted Chris out, to the point that even Fessy, when Tori suggested it, after he just said that that's his top 4, Fessy was just like, all right. He didn't even push back on it. He was like, all right, well, if you do that, we got to vote for this person or that person. I think that's the right thing to do. No Alyssa S. As basically, it was his agreement for that. But yeah, and then with Chris, Fessy didn't even go to him. Fessy's there sitting at the kitchen table eating. When Chris comes into the kitchen and he's like, "Oh shit, damn, I gotta say something." Yeah, man, I'm sorry. Like I was like, "Yo, Fessy, you have no type of social skills. This man has no social skills."
They ended up and they voted Cassidy and Chris in there, and the goal was to get a survivor person out. And the main hoppers went to Tyler and Sebastian on this. Alyssa S did get one in there, and TJ
We should mention how Sebastian was trying to politic against Corey, and then got caught. Corey pressed him about it. I'm like, Chris, oh my god, this was so funny. Was seeing Chris try to work everybody, trying to tell everybody to choose a different girl's name. And he was telling everybody he was choosing a different girl's name. And I'm like watching this, and I'm like, aren't you the dude who, when Wes was doing the same thing, you're like, oh, Wes has his challenge villains in training over there, and you're doing the same thing he was doing.
Chris seemed I don't know, he seemed more angry that he was going in than anything. He was like angry but resigned. It was a weird feeling from him. He's like, oh, I know. Like it felt like he felt he was going to lose, but then he had a fire underneath of him to try to win. I don't like him. That's my closing comment on Chris. I don't like him.
I actually do like Chris after this episode.
Okay.
I was like, he's a good heel. I'm like, Wes. You heard Wes's confessional during the chat. He was like, yeah, man, Chris has no friends in here, so I want him to win. He can help my game. I was like, yes, this is why Wes is the GOAT. This is why Wes is the GOAT, because I'm the same way. I was like, yeah, no one likes Chris. I was like, I want him to win too. I was like, I don't want this Sebastian. I don't want Sebastian to get back in here, because all his simping for Tori was getting way annoying. And then when he got caught up with the whole Corey, when he's telling the Survivor girls, oh, maybe we should vote in Corey. And then Corey asked him, like, I heard you've been bringing up my name. He's like, oh, no, that was Chris. Yeah, like Chris is, I know he's been telling everybody that he wants a girl to go in, but he really wants to go in, and he wants to go in against you. So it was Chris who said it. Are you believing any of this? No? Yeah? No? Oh. Yo, I was just like, oh, get him out. Bye. I'm done. I'm gone. No. Bye.
Well, he did end up getting out. They played like a trick shot game where you had to bounce a ball onto panels into a barrel, and then if you made one, you had to add more panels, more barrels until you made the second one so whoever could get the 2 trick shots first. And then Chris ended up winning, and Sebastian ended up going home.
Mainly because Chris had a plan and did not mess it up like last minute. Like, yo, like it was a very even race. I think so. Chris got his ball first, the trick shot in first, and then Sebastian did. And Sebastian had everything pretty good and pretty lined up. And then last minute, he started switching things, and everybody on the stage was just like, no, don't do that. No, you were good. Why you switch that one? Like, you only had to switch one of them, not all of them. And that was it. Like, Chris stayed patient. He kept in the, the certain way he wanted the panels, and he just kept shooting. He didn't switch anything up after the last minute. He just was patient and just went through the process.
Let's pull up the draft board here, see who is gone. All right, so we have
Sebastian.
Chris.
Is that?
Oh, Sebastian. Yeah,
Sebastian.
That's a Cher pick. Done. And Monty. So the chat.
The chat is down to just Josh.
Just Josh. Fessy, you got him last round. Nobody wanted to take Fessy. You ended up taking Fessy. Still got him in there. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
going
good.
All the way to the finals with that pick. I told you from the start.
Honestly. I'm feeling very good about Tori. She's won the last 2 dailies. She's a strong competitor. Feeling very good about that. So yes, there's the updated draft. Look, I only got 1 person gone overall. I got 2. It was my last 2 picks. That's fine.
That's good. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm confident in Michaela now. I think Michaela's in a much better position. Desi, I have been worried about the lack of camera time she's been getting. So I don't know about that. And Corey, I'm a little bit worried about because he's been getting a lack of camera time as well. But we'll see. We'll see how everything pans out.
We shall see. All right, SP3. Let's get out of here and figure out what we're doing the rest of this day. Where can everybody find you at, SP3?
They can find me on the Twitter, X machine, however you want to call it, at Truehill SP3. That is TRU, no E. You can find me over on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. I'm actually going live at 12:05 p.m. Eastern time today with someone else from Fightful and Fightful Overbooked, Rob Wilkins, to review last night's Monday Night Raw. It's rated Raw review. We are transferring our Raw watch along to a Raw review because True Hill Heat always wants to give me work to do. I'm doing, face over there. But yeah, check me out. Going live 12:05 p.m. today on True Hill Heat. 2:15 p.m. over on the Believe in Pro Wrestling podcast with Ricky Chino. And then the rest of the week, I'll be here and there. And if you're in New York for Grand Slam tomorrow, come over and say hi. I'll take a picture. I don't charge that much.
You can look at all the channels, look at all the stuff on Fightful Overbooked, everybody. Appreciate the support. As always, we always like that everyone is here supporting us. Go check out Tag Talk. Go check out Coexisting. Speedball Mike Bailey. Go check out his Twitch. He does great things on the Twitch. Go support True Hill Heat as well. Thank you to Cher Delaware for stopping by. She says a busy time. Good luck to her and all she has to do today. Hope things are well with her. We'll be back next week as the NBA season starts to creep a little bit closer. We'll have a lot of NBA talk for everybody. Recap the challenge as always. And we will talk to everybody then. Goodbye.